If she shaves her leg, she will have to cut it off. She became famous on the internet because of her legs, but not for a good reason. A lot of mean people saw the girl's hairy leg and started calling her a werewolf, Chewbacca, or simply saying that it was a man's leg. But none of those people know the sad reason behind it. Yeah, there are a lot of mean people on the internet, but you may have noticed that her leg is kind of stuck in a brace. Well, there's a bizarre reason why she can't shave her leg. If she does, she might even have to amputate. I'm sure you'll be moved by Millie McClay's story. It all started in 2020 when she was horseback riding in London and the worst happened. She had an accident where the horse slipped and fell on her leg. The tragedy was so severe that she almost had to have her leg amputated. What saved her from this tragic fate was exactly this brace that she wears every day, but it would change her life forever. She could still walk, dance, and even do some physical activities, but nothing too extreme. And that's when she had a brilliant idea. One of the big problems for someone who goes through such a tragic accident is the trauma that remains. The person starts to feel sad, and it's easy to fall into depression. To avoid this, Millie had the brilliant idea of starting to post her life on Instagram. Her goal is for people who have the same problem to see that it is possible to lead a normal life, and that would help her see things in a more positive way. The problem is that mean people started speaking ill of her leg. What nobody knows is that there is a sad reason why she can't shave her leg. After the accident, Millie's leg was badly injured. Those braces are precisely to keep her leg steady on the ground, but at the same time, while it saved her from a wheelchair, it also gave her some restrictions. One of them is not being able to shave, because the area is very sensitive, and mainly because the hairs can fall into these exposed areas and cause a terrible problem. She explained,
"The doctors said that if I shave, small pieces of hair can get into the holes, which can get into my bone. I still have a constant risk of deep bone infection, and if it happens, I'll have to amputate my leg."
Actually, every once in a while the doctors allow her to shave, and she does it in the hospital. But that's a rare thing. Usually she has to go months without removing the hair from her leg. At first, it was a nightmare for her to hear all the insults coming from strangers on the internet. But Millie created a strategy to deal with it. She says that people usually judge without knowing, and her social media profiles should serve exactly to remove that prejudice. In other words, something that would bring anyone down served as super motivation for Millie. Moreover, many people enjoy watching Millie's daily life because she strives to show that you can be beautiful even if you don't have the perfect body. But in the end, I think we all agree that what really matters is Millie's health. And recently, she received some good news from the doctors. Millie was allowed to remove the brace, and now she can walk normally. Of course, some things are still prohibited, but she can and should do exercises at the gym, and even some sports are allowed.